Okay, so if you're watching this video, you might be somebody who stays inside all the time, would just enjoy staying in your bed, tucked up in your blankets, watching TV and just relaxing. Now there's nothing wrong with that, but if you do it too much and you only think of life as being just your room or your house and not looking at anything outside of that and wanting to go out, then you might be like me, an introvert. Now, I consider myself an introvert mainly because that's me. I'm somebody who just enjoys just being inside my house, in my room, playing video games. Now, it's not bad, but if I do it too often, that's when it becomes a problem. And that's the same with anything else. Now, I'm somebody who just, in my mind, and this is probably true for a lot of introverts, we just think of our house, our room, maybe our work. For me, then it's also the gym. And that's the only thing my mind kind of revolves around, those small things. Anything outside of that, or outside my dome, my comfort space, then it just freaks me out because I'm not used to it. And it's because I'm so confined in what I find to be comfortable. And what my dad told me, and this is something that I wanted to share, is that you have to put yourself out there. You have to step out of your comfort zone, and you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Now, I stay inside a lot. I don't go out. I don't go to parties unless they're large gatherings with my family. And I don't go out with my friends that much. I should. I really should, because I need to hang out with them more. And if I could go with them to clubs or bars and hang out with them, that'd be great. I don't drink. And that's an advantage that I have, where if I wanted to meet people, I can go out with them, go out with my friends, and while they're making asses out of themselves being drunk, I can just stand there and talk to other people, having a normal conversation because I'm not intoxicated. And even if it's just going out to my town to just strike up a random conversation with somebody, or even going to the gym and asking somebody some questions like, I don't know, how they got a physique or how often they come here. And yes, it's going to be incredibly uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the more you will become comfortable with doing it. Now, again, as an introvert, I'm confining myself, and a lot of other people are. And I experienced this actually yesterday, where I went out to another town an hour away with my sister and my grandparents. And on the drive there, I was just so uncomfortable. And when I was there in the town, an hour away from where I live now, I just had a splitting headache, and I wasn't sick, but it felt so strange to me to be out of a place that I'm so familiar with and so used to. And it was only after we were there for a couple hours that I finally got used to it. So even if you are uncomfortable with it, and even if you just want to stay in your little bubble and just be comfortable with what you have, it's not going to be beneficial for you. You have to put yourself out there, because even if you're somebody trying to get into a relationship, introverts just think that a relationship is going to use the crude remark, fall onto their lap. And it's just going to drop from the sky. It's not. You have to put yourself out there in uncomfortable situations. And yes, there is a chance that you might meet somebody that later on you can start a relationship with and have a loving relationship with, eventually maybe get married and have a family. But unless you put yourself out there, you're never going to get that. Nothing is ever going to be handed to you on a silver platter. It's nothing you want is going to fall from the sky. You have to want to go for it. And that's something that I've learned, and something that I am still learning. Now, again, I'm still so comfortable with what I have now, but unless I put myself out there, I'm not going to get anything. I'm not going to have the financial freedom that I want. I'm not going to maybe get a relationship with somebody and have a lasting relationship after that, depending on what happens. I don't like thinking too much into the future, but unless I put myself out there into uncomfortable situations that I'm going to fret over, then I'm not going to get anywhere in life. And that's the same for everybody out there too. You need to put yourself out there to get what you want. You need to give something, in this case being your attention and yourself, to get something in return. And if you don't do this, you're not going to get anywhere. So yeah, that's about it. So I hope that anybody out there, specifically introverts, took something out of this and understand that you need to put yourself out there and you need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So that's about it, and I'll see you in the next one.